Hi, my name's Kristin. He did a great job pronouncing my last name, Kristin D'Arienzo. The apostrophe really does fuck people up, but it was pronounced correctly. Before I get started, I would just like to start off just to ease the tension in the room. I know it's a little confusing when you look at me. My name's Kristin, not Chris, not Christian, not Christine. We just went out to dinner before we came here at Cuban Pete's and they called me Christine. It's okay, it happens. I know it's confusing, but my pronouns are in fact she, her. I know I'm giving off he, him vibes, and if you're feeling like you don't want to risk it, you can go with they, them, that's okay. And it's really sad, unfortunately. I am a member of the LGBTQ plus community, but I have no gaydar. None. I cannot identify my people anywhere. So when I'm out and about, I'm literally just flirting with, hitting on anybody that's got 2 X chromosomes and hoping that it sticks. So talking about pronouns, all right? Pronouns are a tricky topic these days. I am in education. You work with special needs students. I too work with special needs students. And the pronoun situation is getting a little out of control. Hard to keep track of. And I had a student, a coworker actually, a couple years ago, somebody that I've never met before, knew we worked together in the same building. I'll name him for you guys. On a mission one day after school, he goes, "Kristin, I have to ask you a question," which is always terrifying for me because the questions that people ask me are off the charts inappropriate. I've had questions about my hymen, I've had questions about my gold star status, being on birth control, all of those things are fun. So he comes up to me, "Kristin, I have a question." I said, "Okay." He goes, "I'm in a classroom this year with a student. The student's name is Steven." I said, "Okay." He goes, Steven is a boy, but Steven dresses like a girl. Steven talks like a girl. Steven uses the girl's bathroom. So what are Steven's pronouns? Why the fuck would I know what Steven's pronoun? I said, "Why don't you ask Steven?" And he went, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought of it." Like, what am I, the keeper of pronouns? Like, hold on, I'm the gay ambassador here. Let me flick through my records and find out Steven's pronouns. So I had an idea about a joke about pronouns. If the Titanic sank today, right? Titanic sinking in 2025, they'd be in a bit of a trouble because they would say, "All right, everybody, we're going to do women and children first." And every single person on the Titanic would go, "I identify as a woman." Oh, fuck, we don't have enough lifeboats for this. So I do teach. I'm a teacher. No, I'm not a phys ed teacher. No, yeah. I also don't drive a Subaru. I drive a RAV4 like the respectable lesbian that I am. I am not a phys ed teacher. I'm a biology special education teacher. And a lot of times the kids are just writing the jokes themselves. One time we were talking in class, it's biology class, we're talking about the human body, human anatomy, and the question was asked to the kids, "What do you think is the #1 killer of Americans?" And a student raised his hand and went, "O.J. Simpson?" Which, honestly, I was impressed they even knew who O.J. Simpson was. I was like, the correct answer was heart disease, which has a body count in the millions. O.J.'s alleged body count is only 2, so no. Yeah. So that was a fun lesson. I also had a male student. These are 9th grade, 14-year-olds. Male student who said to me, "Wait a minute. Do I got a uterus?" And I felt really bad because I had to be the one to break the news to him that he was never going to carry children. It was a very disappointing day for him. And then I actually just saw him a couple days ago, and he's a junior now, and he had the audacity to be like, "Yo, them kids saying some dumb stuff, right?" "Do you not remember this?" And he was like, "Oh, you forgot that." "No, I didn't forget that. I didn't forget." Yeah. One year teaching, this was about 10 years ago, I was teaching a class where a girl asked to go to the bathroom. She said, "Miss B, can I go to the bathroom?" I said, "Sure, go to the bathroom." She comes back, sits down, and she goes, "Man, I really like the smell of my pee." And everybody in the room looked horrified. And me being the adult in the room, I'm trying to control my face. I've been in trouble for my face before. And I just went, "What?" She said it again. She goes, man, I just really like the smell of my pee. And at that point, I could not control it. I couldn't control it. And I was like, well, what are you talking about? And finally, she pointed at her desk. Now, it's worth noting that the school I worked for, the name of the school started with the letter P. And that was the day that they gave out varsity letters. So she had a nice fuzzy letter P on her desk. And she went, look, I like the smell of my pee. Like the people who like the smell of old books, which I think is fucking weird. And I went, okay, I'm glad you clarified that. She said, what are you talking about? I'm like, you went to the bathroom and came back and said, I like the smell of my pee. And then she clicked her head, she said, oh my God, that's not what I meant. That is definitely not what I meant. Yeah. This year I've been working on my outfits, working on my drip, as the kids say, my riz. And I had a student this year, she goes, Miss D, I just want to let you know, that sweater matches your lifestyle. Which I'm pretty sure is the woke version of that sweater's gay. Thanks guys, you've been great.
Kristin, DairyAir, everybody.